afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? We are back for day 2 of the European Tour. Welcome, one and all. How are we doing, Malachi? I hope you are good. The seeds, the big guns, enter the equation in Göttingen in Germany, and we are ready to rock. We are ready to roll. How are we all? Let's get a few bits ready. To rock and roll. Jermaine Watamina against Lucas Venick up first. Then Damon Heta takes on Darius Labinowskis. Danny Noppert takes on Ricky Evans. Should be a good game. Ross Smith, Dave Chisnall, Chizzy. Got a bit lucky yesterday. The collapse of Jeffrey Dejuan. And it was a collapse. Then Rob Cross taking on Dirk van Duijvenbode. Look, Dirk wasn't amazing yesterday. Kind of did enough. But we are ready to rock. We are ready to roll. Swiss Phil on the stage, getting the players on. Right. Lucas Venick doubled really well yesterday. Can he do that again today is the question. Just going to share some links on social. Let us know, one and all, what you are doing. If you're new, drop us a like. You can only watch it on PDC TV. Swissville about to bring Jermaine to the stage. Final? Oh, I haven't looked that far ahead. Just shared those links on the social, so if you see them on whatever platform you follow us on, if you could share them, that would be amazing. Remember as well, one for your diary, everyone. Tomorrow is an earlier start. It will be 11 and 5 instead of 12 and 6. Mr. Bevins on the stage. 2 seconds, everyone. How do I watch it? I've got no idea, Zach. I've never owned one, so I can't help you there, my friend. So I've got it on my PDC TV, but we are ready to go. What do we reckon, folks? Who have you got favourite for this? I think Jermaine's quite a big favourite for me. How you doing, Matthew? Hope you're good, buddy. Good to have you in. I think it's about 50 quid for the year, Zach, and the amount of content that you get for your money is unbelievable. You get all 34 Pro Tours with 4 streaming boards and every European Tour, some of the World Series as well. But day 2 of ET2 is underway. Jermaine Watamina looking to take the opener here against Lucas Venick. And he's just making a mess of this, but this is a tough ask for Venick. But Jermaine has to burn a dart. He does hit it in the end, but it's just made a little bit more complicated. Yeah, not too bad. A good end at Cheltenham. Looking forward to a couple of weeks. Nice. Yeah, Dublin this week for me. By the way, pineapple Fanta, unrivaled. Just looking at the recent head-to-head records, Jermaine Watamina already beaten Lucas Venick this year. Players champion number 4, 6-2. But Venick did beat Jermaine 5-4 in the Grand Slam qualifier. Their most recent meetings. So what's everyone up to today? You let me know. Anything interesting? I will be at Manchester, yes, Matthew. I shall be there. Lucas Venick levels it up, but Jermaine kicks off 180. Beautiful day here today. I don't know where you all are, but it stopped raining. Yesterday was horrific. Two one Watamina back in front. Watamina playing deceptively well here. He's averaging 103, but it doesn't feel like it. Do you know what I mean? He's now severely pressurising the Lucas Venick throw. Watamina has passed up the chance. And there's a lot of big names missing. Most of the top boys have pulled out. Gurney Price still there. So no, the Lukes aren't there. No Johnny, no James Wade, no Gary Anderson, no Nathan Aspinall. They're the big name casualties. How we doing, 80? Hope you are good, buddy. Do you feel a bit for the punters in the venue? They've been shortchanged. Look, yes and no. Look, if I was a paying punter, thinking, right, I've got tickets for a Saturday night, I'm likely going to see Luke, Michael. Would I feel a little bit shortchanged? Maybe, yes. But then also I get it from the player's point of view as well. It's a real tough situation. I can see it from both sides and get both arguments as well. I don't think it's not an easy situation. Lucas Venick is in front. The Watamina average has dropped by some 10 points or so at the moment. Oh, completely. It's a great opportunity for someone else to win a trophy. I completely agree. But like take Göttingen where we are now for instance. This is the only darts that it's not the easiest part of Germany to get to. This is probably the only darts they'll see. And when the big names pull out, would I feel a little bit hard done by as a fan? Probably yes. But like I say, from a player's point of view, they need to manage their calendars and schedules because of burnout. So I get both sides of the argument, and I don't think there's an easy or an obvious way to put it right either. Lucas Venick, from 2-1 down, has won 3 legs on the spin. Watamina is under it here, and his levels have dropped massively. Look, don't get me wrong, Justin Hood is a very good player and a real nice guy as well. But when I tend to look at things across a season or a bigger pool of numbers and data. Now, Justin Hood's seasonal average was, I think it was around the 87 mark before the World Championship. Now, the World Championship, Justin played incredible darts. But those numbers were massively above anything he'd thrown all year. Now, at the start of this year, he's reverted back to his seasonal numbers. So, what was the World Championship just a brilliant 3 weeks? I don't know. Watamina. This has to go. Venick has missed the chance for 5-2, and Watamina holds, but Venick has missed 3 clear for 5-2. How big could that be? And now Watamina is piling the pressure on the Venick throw. This game, toing and throwing one way, then the next. Both will feel They should be in front, could be in front. And Watamina does level it up. How costly are those 3 darts missed by Venick? If Venick were to make the match play, would it be the most unlikely in history? Possibly, James, yeah. It has come from absolutely nowhere. Remember, everyone, if you are new here, please drop us a like and subscribe on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Venick has since missing those 3 at tops. He has not fired on all cylinders. And Jermaine as favourite once more for this tie. Again, they've both had a peak. They've both had a wobble. In the opening game here. Jermaine probably going to go within 1 here. Venick has punished the mistake from Watamina. And if anyone's just seen this stream, how he's finished 84 on double 1. Absolute genius. Oh. This game, toing and throwing. Jermaine, but he's on looking like he's going to break back, but he was in a similar situation to this in the last wave. We are level once more. Jermaine breaks straight back. Looking like he's going to get the job done here. And he is over the line. I think the right person has ended up winning it, although it was full of drama. Venick did miss a match start at the ball. But he is a victor. Coming up next, this should be good. Damon Heta against Darius Labinowskis. Just looking for something, folks. 2 seconds. Score predictions then for the next one. What are we saying? Who's your this week in what, on the Euro Tour or the Premier League? The Euro Tour is wide open. Look, the way he's playing. Look, I think right now the way he's playing, it's very hard to look past Gerwyn Price. I think he is playing exquisite darts at the moment. How are we doing, Kay? Hope you're good. I'm on Price at 4-1. Yeah, look, he's playing unreal. Not there. I feel, is it correct that Keith's done at NBA? I believe so, yes. Yeah, I believe that's what it was for. Just looking for an image. 2 seconds, everyone. Right, pictures are back. Swissville about to get the players on. Let's get the right game on the screen. Why isn't that loading up any games? Let's go around the houses to get there. And there we go. Marvellous. What a bit of technology does. So, what are we saying? Can Laban reproduce that incredible form from yesterday? Played beautifully. Right. So here comes the Heat, Damon Heta. No, just no. Tell her I've done a little bit. I've done a little bit elsewhere in things, not massively, but I've done some. I love Heta's walk. Nice, Paul. Nice to have you in. Where were we? Heta, again, you just feel needs a big performance. Yeah, he does love Germany. How we doing, mate? Not a problem at all. Glad you've joined us. Always a pleasure having you all in on a Saturday afternoon. Labinowskis has got Damon Heta thinking here in the opener. Look, Laban has the throw. I just think that Damon's an incredible player. I just think he's overthinking the game at the moment. So, Labinowskis misses tops. And misses tens. Early chance passed up. Can Damon Heta break in the opening leg? The answer is he can. It's a miss for Labinowskis. And Heta pins. So you just think it's a confidence thing with Damo. One big result, I think, gets him on the right road again. Just not firing either player at the moment. Both of them have work to do. Phil, just watching Damo, I think he's a better player when he plays a little bit quicker. When he's not overthinking it, just lets them go, gets on with it. I think he's better then. How we doing? Yeah, I play in the very early 2000s for Hampshire. Was in the same side as James Wade, Sam Rooney, Aaron Turner, Laura Power, as she was then. Now Laura Turner, obviously. So yeah, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, buddy. And then the Ips started, and it's never quite been the same. It is 1-1. Laban this time punishes the miss from Heta. Damon Heta only averaging 85 at the moment. He is a much better player than that. How are we doing, Dave? Hope you are good. How's tricks down under? Labinowskis doesn't leave a finish. So a big visit from Heta here would make life interesting. That gets him to a finish, but I'd still rather be in Labinowskis' shoes. You can set this up and make it much better. Yeah, same era. Didn't you also report? Yes, we did, mate. I remember going back that sort of era. I don't know if he still plays, but there was a lad from Glamorgan called, I think it was Paul Higgins. He was absolutely sensational, but never really seen him kick on or anything like that. Janine Goff, she's played the first women's series. She was an incredible talent. How are we doing? Will, hope you are good. Yeah, Gezi is playing this evening. All good here, 11:59 local time. I'll be off after Hetter's win. Nice, mate, nice. Can get yourself a couple of hours sleep and then join us this evening. Labinowskis leading this one at the moment, but Heta looking better on throw here. He's upped his average as well. This is the Damon Heta we know is there. You would fancy Heta to level this from here. It is 2-2. Yeah, I remember Steve Douglas, Matt Chapman, yeah. Yeah, they're going to the British Teenage Championships in Kettering. I think it was always in Kettering. Well, that rings a bell for some reason. I remember 90... I think it was 98. Went to... Because for those that know, the Eastbourne Open used to be huge. It was massive. And went there predominantly to play the youth event, but thought, we'll give the men's a go as well. Who did I draw? The current world number 4, Shane Burgess. Got absolutely battered. Depending on who I'm watching the darts. Love that, love that. I tell you what, this is the Damo that's been missing. He's now up over the 100 mark. He is purring along nicely here, Damon Heta. For some reason, I don't know why Kettering was coming into my mind. Granby even. This is good from Damo. He has put the pedal down here, but 180 from Darius Labinowskis. Big moments here. Heta doesn't want to pass the opportunity right back. Look, Labinowskis has also upped his levels here. His average is now 95. And Labinowskis breaks straight back. This is all of a sudden developed into a contest here. Developed into a game. This one's swinging one way, then the next. Labinowskis now in the ascendancy. So, not a lot between them in this leg. Remember, Labinowskis through first. Heta just asking questions. No treble opens the door for Damon Heta. There's a chance here. Can he carve out an opportunity? Gonna get a look at the 92. But Labinowskis is poised. Massive moments here. 4-3 either way. One would be a hold. The other would be a break. And that's a disaster of a first start. But he rescues it. Tops. What a rescue act from Damon Heta. Dart 1 was shocking. Absolute shocking. However, the treble 17 and tops was outstanding. I'll have a scout through some of the RFQ pro and see if we're in the lineup at the same time. Cool, buddy, cool. I'm trying to think where I made my debut for the youth. Would have been... I can't remember. It was either Surrey or Sussex away. Off the top of my head, I think. It's a long time ago now. Again, another one who recently sadly passed away, who was an incredible teenage talent, but never went to the next level, was Danny Ballard. Again, an outstanding talent, but never kicked on to the levels he probably should have. Heta needs another treble. Not sure a ton's enough. Both just struggling on throw at the moment. And Labinowskis is going to have a look at 161 to break back. Going to get a look. Not going to go, but he can leave this very handy. And 110 is not a gimme from Damon Heta. Needs a treble. Guy finds one. Is it another? Oh, just when he needed it. Damon Heta has produced a 92 and then he's eclipsed it with a 110 to hold. Damon Heta is on the hill here. He has found two unbelievable finishes when needed. Take a bow, Damon Heta. Two fabulous finishes. Nice, mate. Nice. So, Labinowskis looking to hold here and just say to Damo, if you're going to win it, you've got to win it on your throw, mate. However, 180. Massive moment there. Heta turn this one around with a max. So, match-winning chance here for Damo, and he gets the job done. That's a good win. He's averaged a ton. That's the best performance we've seen from Damon Heta in a long, long time. Welcome back, Damo. Yeah, it's a great win from Heta, and 2 big finishes under pressure. 101.42 average. Welcome back. It has been a while. Look, that is exceptional from Damon. That no one's ever questioned the game is there. We've seen it. We've not seen it recently. It's just the turning point for the Heat. Very, very impressive. He looks happy with that as well. I'm pleased for him. Coming up next, conflicting styles, shall we say. Danny Noppert takes on Rapid Ricky Evans. That's an interesting one. Ricky Evans leads the head-to-head 6-3. However, Danny Noppert has won the last 3. So it was 6-0 to Rapid Ricky. But 6-2, 6-4, 6-2 wins. The last 3 for Danny Noppert, the last one being in November last year at the Players' Championships. No, he needs a half the hair doesn't worry me. It's the tash. Get rid of the handlebar tash. Hopefully his confidence will build. Yeah, look, that's the best version of Damon Heta we've seen in a long time. Big Johnny, how we doing, buddy? Good to have you in as always. Hope you are good. Hope you are well. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, no, look, it's I was impressed by Damo there. Say the freeze against Rapid Ricky coming next. Danny Noppert won the last 3. Just waiting for stop to hurry up. The curtains worry me a little. Nothing wrong with curtains. I remember back in the day, I had the golden arches, a great. During lockdown, when we weren't allowed to socialise and they decided to close everything, everyone knows that. Or ever since you guys have all seen me, I don't do long hair anymore. I always have it short. But during lockdown, I did bring back the curtains for a bit because the hair was so long. Went for the sweat back look as well. Love that, Johnny. Yeah, at school, and this is showing my age now. Again, when they were were fashionable. I had the old undercut as well. Some shocking hairdos at school. Oh. Yeah, the undercut curtains. Let me try and find the picture that I did in lockdown of me with curtains. Because we couldn't get so as it stands, I probably get my hair cut every 3 weeks, maybe 4 if. So imagine when everything was shut for like 4 months, how long my hair got. uh, who sells the good old pie? Phil, I need Danny and Ross. Nice. So yeah, at school I had like the Alice band when the undercut got a bit long. I'm just going through my Instagram pictures. I'll show you the lockdown mop. Rapid Ricky on the stage. Where are we? But the players are walking on. That's why I'm looking for it. Cool, mate. Glad you have. All right, here we go. Right. This was 2021. Look at that. Bringing back the curtains there. And then went for the old slick back look. Some great lockdown hairdos. Rasma Manby Bates, Van der Wilde, Vanski in the Players' Championship finals at the moment, not in the Wild Pro Tour for Easter. Cool. Cheers, James. I just couldn't be asked to shave. Which was, I think Danny Noppert wins this 6-3. Let me. This was a funny one as well. During lockdown, when we weren't allowed at events, this is how you cover the UK Open from home. Watching all the boards. Phil Models' throw on Ricky. I don't look. I've got no idea how he throws them that quick. Yeah. So after, but bearing in mind, I get my after 4 months. That was the before and after. Look at the state of the mop. Right, we are underway. Here we go. Danny Noppert has the darts. Ricky Evans looking for a good run here. What are we saying, chat room? Who do you think? Noppert to continue his good form, or Rapid Ricky to find some form? It's not been the best of times for Ricky on the board at the moment. But we all know he has the ability. Just needs to find something again. $117 for Noppert. 97 left. Right. This 97 is not a gimme for Noppert. Evans poised on a potential 2-darter. And it's not going to go. So Evans is going to get a chance to break here in leg 1. Danny Noppert not at the races at the moment. But Ricky Evans can't hit. When Danny Noppert gives you a chance, you have to take it, because he doesn't give you many. So, neither firing on all cylinders at the moment. Work to do from both. Is it going to be a bit of here, fishy? Yeah, I agree. I think Noppert's consistency will get him over the line. I think we saw recently Ricky been chopping and changing with his equipment in terms of the back end. We saw him go back to a traditional flight and stem, but he's gone back to the moulded here this weekend. I don't think he's quite settled on his setup at the moment. Dart tops for 2-0 for Noppert. Is he going to break? He is. Evans had a chance in leg 1, didn't take it. Noppert, he was given a chance, and he punishes. He is ultra consistent, Danny Noppert. Then kicks off 180. Fabulous from Noppert. Noppert down to a finish, looking at a 3-0 lead here. Evans is going to have to find something, and something quickly. That'll do. 180. Gets him back in this leg. Boy, did he need that. Is it going to be 304 in 6? No, it's not. But he's applied pressure. But double 12 for Noppert and 3-0. And in the blink of an eye, Danny Noppert has not missed a dart at a double yet. He is 100% on the outer ring. He's upped his average to just under 96. I think that that's the problem. Look, pace is good in the sport, but I think Ricky borders on too quick. And like you say, because he is rapid, when he's good, he's very good. But if the radar is off, it is off. Where I look at players like Adrian Lewis back in the day, Gary Anderson, MVG, they're quick, but not over quick. How many players do you think will show up at the Lakeside qualifier in Vegas? A lot of players who show up. Yeah, this is what I mean, James. I don't, and I would love Nick Rolls to come and do a sit down with me. I've asked him, and he won't do it for whatever reason. There are so many questions around this. Long term, I actually like the switch to Vegas. I'm not against it at all long term. Short term, I think they've done the players dirty in terms of not giving them enough time to make sure they can go. The second biggest tournament in the calendar, and only giving them 3 months' notice when both champions have said on social they won't be going to defend their titles. Look, Mitchell doesn't need to, but obviously I'm guessing he'd want to. Lorraine will be devastated because, one, it's her title to defend, and two, it's a lot of ranking points. But the big thing that I don't understand is the qualifier in July. And this is at any sport, and I'd say the same if the PDC did this. The World Championship qualifier should be last chance saloon to get to the World Championship. You've explored every other ranking possibility and you've not made it. The qualifier is the last opportunity for you to get there. Now, as James, you pointed out there, you've got players that will now be turning up to play in that qualifier to try and guarantee themselves a place at Lakeside. So then what happens if you win a place in the qualifier and then 3 or 4 weeks down the line, you go and win a gold event or a platinum event or whatever and get in that way? Because that would supersede a qualifier in the structure. So it is just a mess. Danny Noppert, 4-0 to the good. And he is on the board. Ricky Evans is just playing a little bit better than Danny Noppert at the moment. The issue is he gave Noppert a 4-leg head start. Managed to break, and he's on track to hold here. $140 just reminds Evans that this one's not done. Ricky's made a mess of it. He was in pole position in the cardinal sin. But too good, Danny, too good. He's at the ball. And Evans breathes again. Noppert could not take the opportunity. This has just got rather messy. Both of them missing big opportunities here. But ultimately, it is Danny Noppert who is 5-1 in front. Evans will be livid with himself. That could be a hammer blow, because Noppert is now cruising along. .96 match-winning opportunity. Match starts missed. Just watching on the screen, Evans is, I don't want to say given up, but there's a lack of fight there. His doubling percentage is 9%. But Noppert can't buy a double either. Way back into this. This leg on throw, Danny Noppert was cruising along. But he is going to come back. And Noppert is over the line. An indifferent game. Spells of brilliance. Places of mediocrity. And other places, I'm not sure where they were. Just looking at Ricky, just wants to get off that. I'm pretty sure he's going to run off this stage. Doesn't want to. We all know that Ricky Evans is a fabulous player, but somehow needs to unlock it. So, what are we saying then, everyone? Next game. Ross Smith, Dave Chisnall. And look, Chizzy is going to have to be better than yesterday. I know he won, but it was a capitulation from Jeffrey Desram. Do you think part of the reason Evans doesn't slow down is a little because of his brand? No, I don't think so, because I remember there was a part last year where he openly admitted to slowing his first dart down. So I don't think so, but I don't know if it's a case of if he needs to go and see someone or. But right now he's just not playing like we know Ricky Evans can. So we've got about 30 seconds till pictures return, till we get one of the best and elite walk-on songs in the business. A bit of Red Light Spells Danger. That is right up there. Absolute banger. Will you attend any this year? As in European tours? I don't know. Look, would I love to? Yes. So look, we're always looking to evolve and make the channel better. The issue is I can't be in two places at once. Obviously, the streams that we do with you guys on the European Tour are superb for the channel and the brand. So if I went to a European Tour, I couldn't be here to do this. The same as obviously Jar did the Premier League on Thursday, so I did the stream just to test to see the waters for a Premier League stream, and it went down very well. It gives us a lot to think about in terms of what we do and how we do it and so on. So there's a lot to think about, but it's good. Look, we're continuing to grow, continuing to do better things, make better content. Like I said, we've invested in a lot better cameras in here, making the streams look aesthetically better on screen as well, which we'll see some more coming up, just like little sounds and so on. Like we've got the sound pad now. I'm going to look to add to that. And so on. So yeah. An OD meetup in Dublin next week. I'm the only one of the team going over. I am flying over on Wednesday afternoon to the wonderful city of Dublin. Pampino is controversially, buddy. I'm not a pizza fan. Right. Here we go. A bit of red lights spell danger. So what are we saying then? Score predictions. (6-2) Smith. Yeah, I think Ross Smith wins. I think he hung on from his Pro Tour ranking, Malachi. Will you not be able to stream the first session of the Euro Tour on a Friday, mate? Whenabouts, Kieran? No, I am on the 7 a.m. flight home, buddy. So don't worry, I've factored that in. Yeah, flying out of Dublin at 7 a.m. So I will be back. Right, here we go. Chizzy has won the ball. So let's do this, everyone. Is Chizzy going to be better than yesterday? Look, I know he won, but let's be fair, it was a complete collapse. So, Chizzy not scoring as of yet. Ross Smith will look to take advantage. Doesn't really. It's a bit of a scrappy affair at the moment. $116. Needs a treble, Ross Smith. Doesn't find one. Are you into boxing, mate? Was the boxing is at the 3 Arena tonight? Yes, I am. I do love a bit of boxing. Is that the Frank Warren card tonight? This one is just not what they'd want. Ross Smith missing big numbers. What's going on here? It's all over the place in leg one. Dave Chisnall does hold in the opener. It wasn't big or clever, was it? What do we think? Can Dave Chisnall find anything again? Not sure on that one, Ross. Leaving the old 168. Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. For Dave, it was he'll be buzzing that he won. But Duijvenbode, that's 2 collapses now. In not so short space of time. Yeah, the follow through from Chisnall. So let me get. So you'll get one that goes that where he'll shoot his arm that way. You'll get one where he stabs it short, so he like stops there, and then one that he hooks round. It's all over the place. It is. It is 1-1. Again, Chisnall's average is 74 after a couple of legs. It is a million miles from where it should be. Ross Smith, 180, is making hay here. Again, Chisnall's average is not getting better, it's getting worse. It's getting lower here. I worry for Chizzy. You can see Heta playing back. No, I don't see any encouragement for Chisnall at the moment, which is the worrying thing. Yeah, it's worrying times for Chizzy. Got a feeling back in against Chizzy every week is going to be popular. Fair to say, shouldn't. No, I agree. 100% agree with you there. yeah, going against him is going to be the norm and the fave at the moment. Somehow, Chizzy is level. I don't know how. One, 2-1 finish from Chisnall from absolutely nowhere. Did that just knock Ross Smith a little bit? Just knock him off his feet. It may have done. Not. Chisnall might lead here. Again, the numbers are a little better. He's still only averaging 85. But Ross Smith has dropped off of a cliff here. He's not playing well. And Chizzy leads. Back-to-back legs for Dave Chisnall. Didn't see this coming. As in the demise of Ross Smith here. Couple of legs in, he was playing really well. Where right now he's struggling to score. And Chizzy is in the ascendancy here. Big visit from Chizzy gets him to a finish. On the Ross Smith throw. One 4-4 for Ross Smith. And Chizzy couldn't, could he? What a finish that would have been for the Chizzy rascal. He's averaging 90 now. And for the first time, Dave Chisnall is averaging more than Ross Smith. Ross Smith's game has just completely disappeared. But this would change it. Where has he found that from? That has been unlikely the whole match. He has not put together visits like that. And then he finds a party piece. The 144 goes after Chizzy missed the ball for the 164. Absolutely stunning darts. Hopefully, that'll be the catalyst. Unbelievable stuff. But Ross Smith can't score in this leg. Remember, the 144 was just a hold. That Chizzy last dart, it's the hook on it. Instead of following through, instead of following through straight, he's hooking. So it's like that. But he's in a decent position here to get himself in front once more. So Chizzy looking. Can't take it out. Ross Smith is not going to take out 147 either. So Dave Chisnall will return with 3 at tops to lead once more. Dave Chisnall back in front. Better from Ross Smith here. Seems to have found his scoring boots. Looks like we're going to be set for 4 apiece here on the European Tour. Sorry, Ross Smith, double 8 for 4 apiece. Ross Smith has looked more likely when he's got it right. Chisnall has not been able to go with him. The issue is he's not got it right often enough, like there, missing 3 clear in hand. This is a leg he has dominated, but Chisnall is going to get a look for a 2-leg cushion. Can't find a treble though, so Ross Smith will return. And we are level 4 apiece. Just feel that Chizzy might sneak this, because at the moment Ross Smith cannot get anywhere near him. But again, only 1 max from Chizzy, which in his prime would have been unthinkable. There was, for a good period of time as well, he was the biggest 180 hitter in the game. But due to a couple of things, one, the mechanics of the throw, and I think since the equipment change, as in the back end of his dart, I don't think he's been the same player. I really don't. However, this would possibly be the greatest 138 the world has ever seen. And when I say the greatest, I mean the greatest. But can't take it out. So Ross Smith now is 66. His combination finishing's been okay. It's when he's had clear darts in hand, he's made a mess of it. So 66 for Smith. It's going to be 1 dart, and that 1 dart will be at tops for the lead. Ross Smith hits the front. I say his combination finishing has been okay. It's when he's had clear darts in hand has been the issue. And now Chizzy will have to win 2 on the spin. Otherwise, he will depart Göttingen in Germany. So, has Chizzy got 1 last throw of the dice? After that, I would say no. Ross Smith is now in the home straight here. No real pressure on his throw. And he's down to a finish. Chisnall can do nothing about this here. Doesn't leave a finish. So Ross Smith doesn't even need to go the ball route here on the 161. Can just set this up. It's not the best setup in the world. It could have been better. So 96 to win it. Chisnall now on a finish. It's a big ask, but he is on a finish. Leaves tops. Didn't get a dart at a double as of yet. From 161 to throw 6 and not get a dart at a double, he'll be disappointed with that. But he will be back because Dave Chisnall will not take out 141. And Ross Smith completes victory. Again, it's an average under 90 for Dave Chisnall. That seems to be the norm now. That's his seasonal numbers. But Ross Smith goes in to the quarterfinals tomorrow. Sorry, last 16 tomorrow. Getting ahead of myself. I was looking at the Sunday night. So Chizzy departs the stage. Four more games this afternoon. Rob Cross against Dirk van Duijvenbode coming next. Then Mike De Decker against WrestleMania. Chris Dobey then takes on Luke Woodhouse. And to finish the afternoon session, it will be Ryan Searle taking on Super Chin Daryl Gurney. So, Cross against Van Duijvenbode. What are we saying, everyone? What are we saying? More importantly, what's the head-to-head saying? Let's have a look. He's currently 4-3 to Dirk van Duijvenbode. He has won the last 2. Won 3 of the last 4. How are we doing, Nico? Good to have you in, buddy. Welcome along. Remember, those joining us tomorrow, it is an earlier start. It is 11 and 5. Just back from work. What have you missed? So far today, we have seen Jermaine Watamina win a last leg decider against Lucas Venick 6-5. Damon Heta, 6-3 winner over Darius Labinowskis. 2 very good finishes, 92 and 110 at pivotal times for Heta. Best Heta has looked in a long time today. Impressive from him. Danny Noppert, demolition job of Ricky Evans, 6-1. Rapid Ricky, couple of half chances, didn't take them. And then Ross Smith has just seen off the rascal that is Dave Chisnall. As we now go and get ready for Rob Cross against Dirk van Duijvenbode in around about 20 seconds. Pictures will return, everyone. Hope everyone is good, whatever you're up to today. If you're just joining us for the first time, please drop us a like and subscribe. Right, pictures are back. We are ready to go. Game number 5 of 8 this afternoon. So here we go. So what do we say then? Score predictions. Cross or Van Duijvenbode. Dirk will have to play better than he did yesterday. Didn't play particularly well. I'm just reading something, 2 seconds. I hope Dirk wins. I don't mind who wins. To be fair, Dirk looks absolutely pumped on his walk-on. Dirk loving life. So here comes Roberto Cross. Right, both players on the stage, so we are ready to go in game number 5. Here, Van Duijvenbode against Cross. So, score predictions then, folks. What are we saying? I thought, or was it the last European Tour? I thought there were signs that Cross was starting to play better. Again, I thought he looked okay at the UK Open as well. Roberto coming back. Right, here we go. Dirk has won the ball, and we are ready to rock. We are ready to roll, folks. Remember, if you're new, drop us a like and subscribe here to Online Darts. We have you covered every step of the way. I hadn't thought about that, James, but yeah, you're right. It is a massive opportunity because obviously Cam taking that spot. Rob Cross is threatening the Van Duijvenbode throw early here. Dirk is not at the blocks at all at the moment. Not firing on any cylinders, let alone all. I mean, he finds a maximum from nowhere, Dirk, in this leg. Cross was cruising. And then Dirk, has he just changed the complexity? He might not have, because this would be spellbinding to take the opener. Comes inside double 18 for a 150 finish. It would have been vintage Roberto Cross. Pumped. Dirk. It's a job going at Spurs if you. Two 0 Van Duijvenbode. What a finish. It's brilliant. 1-2-6. Van Duijvenbode is pumped. Why don't players go treble 12 on 60? I think it's personal preference. James, I get it. Me personally, I was always treble 20 because I used to love double 4. How are we doing, Scott? Good to have you in, buddy. But if you miss going to the 105, then it's single to ball. Yeah, I get that, but I suppose at that level, at the elite level, they're backing themselves not to miss a single. Duijvenbode racing into a 3-leg lead here. Look, Cross is averaging around 6 points more, but it is Duijvenbode that is absolutely flying at the moment. Rob's playing beautifully here. He's averaging just under 99. Now I think Cullen Price is this evening. 2 seconds. Yeah, Cullen Price is second game on this evening. Oh my, what a setup from Duijvenbode. Piled the pressure on this from Cross. Yeah, it's a good dart from Rob Cross. He needed that. How many won it? Not too... Wait a minute. I don't know if let me check the other stats a minute. So far, there is 1 for Dirk. No dramas, mate, no dramas. Saints big commentary 2-1. Interesting. 180. Bit of a comeback here from Cross potentially. So he's been playing well, Cross. Or not. Duijvenbode shuts the door on that thought. 4-1 to the Aubergenius. Again, Cross averaging over 101 here. He's doing very little wrong. But Duijvenbode just wanna no, sorry, I was just looking at something, didn't know which way. Bobby has a leg back on the board, but trails 2-4. Van Duijvenbode almost went fishing. The second dart just missed the target. Hi Phil, is it possible to send the link to the score page? Yeah, of course I can. There you go. Hope that helps. Dirk just solid on throw here. And Duijvenbode has missed the chance for 5-2 here. And when he comes back, it's not a gimme double five, or if he comes back, he will come back. Cross can't find a treble. But double five can be tricky and can get messy quickly. Big moment here. 5-2 or 4-3. Where are we heading? Big miss from Van Duijvenbode. Now Cross pins the target that Van Duijvenbode couldn't hit. Is that a turning point? Effectively, we are now back on throw. Yesterday, Kevin Dukes was unbelievable. An absolute incredible performance. We get a little celebration from Bobby as well. The old Rob Cross is back. This seems to be I'm not going to say carefree, but it's certainly a more relaxed Bobby Cross. We saw him at the UK Open celebrate and give it some. And we got the old Guan from him there as well. I like it. And Van Duijvenbode's average is just going the wrong way at the moment. Has a lot of work to do. Rob Cross is in the ascendancy. How big is that miss and that break? And Duijvenbode, he's going to get a dart at least at the ball here. It's better. Misses. What would have been an unbelievable ton topper. We are level. 4-all. Rob Cross has gone through the gears here. He is certainly... Oh my, this would be huge. 140 still puts him in a commanding position. Van Duijvenbode needs to dig in here. Leaves the big fish. This is just brewing along nicely. Both of them delivering, both on the big fish. Oh, it means I can do this.
How about treble to ball? Here, fishy.
Here, fishy. 85, it's an okay setup. It's not perfect. But Cross won't take out the big fish either. And I tell you what, he's done well there. He has done very well. It's only an 85. But after the last couple of legs, when Cross has thrown the kitchen sink at him, it's a massive 85. Are we going to a noble? Or can Dirk win it looking like Cross is going to force a decider at the moment. However, 180 gets Van Duijvenbode to a big finish, but he'll get a chance. Fabulous 104 finish from Rob Cross. So, here we go. We've got a Noble. This game probably deserves it. Both averaging 95. Nothing to split them. However, Van Duijvenbode comes up dry. Early chance for Roberto. And he steps in with a 2-treble visit. Big, big moments here. Cross is in the driver's seat, in the decider. He's effectively taken the darts. Van Duijvenbode needs to produce. It needs to be something big. 99 is not enough. Cross is favourite. He does. Bobby loves it, doesn't he? Oh, Bobby. That's a slip. Needs a treble, or Van Duijvenbode's back in this. Just salvages the situation. Dirk needs 2 trebles minimum. The bare minimum. Needs another treble. Finds one. Dirk Van Duijvenbode will get a match-winning opportunity at the 108. What is Cross going to leave? Leaves 86. So Van Duijvenbode, 108, gets first look. He's going to get a match dart. And that match dart is at tops. Van Duijvenbode misses. First chance has come, and it has gone for Van Duijvenbode. Now, Bobby Cross should get at least a dart at the ball. All on the first dart. Make sure of the big number. It's a disaster for Cross. I want to see if it deflects or if he chases the treble. If he chases the treble, it's his own fault. Double, Dirk. He chased the treble. Should have made sure of the big number to give himself a dart at the ball. That one, he has to blame himself. Make sure. I know you want a dart at the outer ring, but a dart at the bullseye to win the match is better than not getting a dart at all because you chased. It's a massive win for Dirk. Massive win. I'll tell you what, coming up after the break, Mike De Decker, who was found a little bit of form of late against the one, the only WrestleMania. When you know, you know. What you gonna do when WrestleMania runs wild on you? Yeah, the last 6 darts weren't good, Scott, but on the 86, I get dart 1, you go hyper aggressive at the treble. Not a problem with that at all. Dart 2, you have to make sure of the big number. And he went super aggressive again at the treble, and it's cost him. Even with the last darts being horrible, like you say, if you make sure of the big number, you have still got a match dart in your hand. You've still given yourself a chance. So yeah, unfortunately, Rob's going to have to take that one on the chin. Excuse me. So we've got about 40 seconds. Till pictures return. What are we saying? WrestleMania or the real deal? Yep, the deck is on in about 10 seconds. To be fair, Wessel's scoring last night was brilliant. Don't get me wrong. His doubles were shocking. But he scored very well. Give me the deck up. So, 3 games to go this afternoon. Kicking off Mike the Decker against Wessel Nijman. The Decker found a bit of form of late, played better. Let me get this up ready. There we go. There we go. Wessel walks first. So, here comes the Decker's walk on. I like Wessel's walk on. No fuss, no nonsense. High five the fans. Get me to the stage. I like it. Oh. Right, Mike is now on the stage, so here we go. Hugh Ware, referee in this one. All right. Looking forward to this. This should be good. Right. What do we think? Surely Nijman wins a Euro Tour this year? Right, we are underway. Here we go then. The Decker won the ball and we'll have the dart. So let's do this. I don't think it's hindered him. He won't. It's not a good look what he said. No, it's honest. That when we interviewed him in Minehead, when he moved to, and he wasn't blaming didn't say it was poor equipment, but he massively struggled to get used to new equipment at Mission. But he said he thinks they finally got there with it. So I think the transition to being a major winner and then swapping equipment so soon wasn't great for him. But this one has started a bit lively, hasn't it? How are we doing, James? Good to have you in. I'm very well, thank you, buddy. So, in leg one, the Decker's throw is under pressure here. Under pressure from WrestleMania. And it is an early break of throw. Both nice averages. The Decker missed the dart of the ball, not by much. Nijman punishes. Doing well, just trying to find out the best place to find darts where you can change your points on the dart. What are you... Depends what you're looking for, James. Are you looking for a quick change, as in a Swiss point or a switch point? Are you looking for the changeable system, or are you looking for the old-fashioned point where you have to repoint them properly? Good game, this. It is on fire at the moment. Wessel averaging 107. The Decker 95. $60. That's a slip from the Decker. It's nice. It's nice darts, but Nijman leaves double four. So for a 2-0 lead to WrestleMania. It is 2-0. Yesterday, he struggled on doubles. Today, he is hooking it all up as one. Nijman is motoring here. He's averaging 113. Basically, I used to send a friend's set of darts, and he said you could take the points out and put different ones in. Right, yeah, so you're looking at either... So, I believe Mission and Harrows do them as well. Look, Target have the biggest selection, but Winmore have just released theirs as well. Let me get you... Let me show you some examples, buddy. 2 seconds. Right. So, I think these are the ones that you mean. So, these are the target points. Basically, you go... And then... So that's the target ones. The Winmore have just brought out their switch point. Let me get one out of the box. 3-0 not. So again, something very similar where it's unlock it, unscrew, take it out, put it in until it's almost tight, and then you use the the tool to lock it. So Target have used this system longer, so they have a bigger range. But over the next year, I think the Winmore Red Dragon range will become extensive as well. It is just it's a much better system than the old-fashioned points. The Decker doing okay here in this leg. Needs to get something going. No, he's not out of this. That's for sure. And a leg on the board for Mike De Decker. Gives him something to go at here. It was a break as well. Yeah, look, it's a big moment here. Break of throw, gets him back in there. Yeah, so James, at the moment, I think there's only, 4 variations of Winmore darts that have them that were released in their new range. But this year, I expect that to go up. Target, I think all new Target darts now are Swiss point. So it all depends what you're looking for, buddy. Brilliant setup from Nijman. The 171 to get him to the champagne shot. Going to get a look at it as well. Treble 19 leaves the ball. It's not going to go. So De Decker comes back for 72 to get within a leg of Nijman. Tidy little contest, this one. Oh, 2 seconds, everyone. I need to take this. Sorry. I'm going to put you on mute a minute. Sorry about that, folks. Back again we are. Back in the room. With the set I've got. So when he mentioned the set that you can change your points and stuff. Oh yeah, 100%, because you can play with your point length easily. It takes under a minute to change your points now with the with the new one. Big moment that. Nijman re-establishes that two-leg cushion. The Decker. What's he got in the locker here? Hi, man, I don't really follow darts, but who... they're both good players. They're both playing well, but if you had a gun to my head, I would say Dobey. Nijman is now just a leg away. I'll have a look at the head-to-heads for you in a second after this one. Looks as if Nijman is going to run away with it, averaging 102 at the moment. So I personally I throw a, is it win more red dragon? I throw a red dragon dart. But if you it all depends on what dart you're looking for, James. Wessel Nijman is a 6-2 winner. If you really want to get that point system, target have a bigger range. I'm not saying that it's all good equipment. Like the top manufacturers all produce brilliant equipment, but it depends on what dart you are looking for. But if there is a dart that you like that isn't, let's say, in the switch point or the Swiss point, there are people, I can't remember, there's a guy on Facebook that converts them for you as well. So I would say make sure the dart is right, and if it's not available in the point system, I wouldn't go and buy a dart. Like, so me personally, I love the changeable point system, but the dart I throw doesn't have it yet. But because I like that dart, I still throw them. Where if it was a changeable point system, I'd be over the moon. But I'm not going to throw a dart just for the point system. Does that make sense? Right. Someone asked me about the Dobey. So the head-to-head, Chris Dobey is 6'3" in front. And Woodhouse has only won one of the last 6. So yeah, Dobey is in front in the head-to-heads, and beat him in Euro Tour 1 a couple of weeks ago. So what are we saying, chat room? Dobey or Woodhouse? Both playing well. Got about 35 seconds to go. Woodhouse 6'4". I can make a case for both of them. Yeah, I get all that. The 3 sets I've got are MVG's Old Sceptre 23, Littler's currently 24. So the Littler ones, James, should be Swiss point, I think. I'm sure all the Littler ranges are Swiss point, so the Littler ones you should be able to change. So 2 games to go. Chris Dobey against Woodhouse starting now. Let's get the walk-ons done. Let's get the right. Go. So Woodhouse on the stage, getting ready for a bit of Hey Jude for the Dobey walk-on. by the way, for all any Dobey fans in the chat room, he gave me a sneaky peek into his potential Gen 2 darts that are being made. They look very nice. I absolutely love the dog's reaction on the Dobey walk-on. Love that, Teresa. Love that. Yeah, the potential Dobey Phase 2s look lovely. Yeah. So James, that is the tool that comes with the target darts that when you buy it, it's literally in like that. Point comes out. Then twist it into place and pull shut. It's as easy as that. Anthony, good to have you in, my friend. How is the great state of Texas this weekend? But of course, via the greatest city in the world, in New York. Anyone that knows me, my Instagram For You feed is just full of New York pictures. Love it. Thank you very much as well. Yeah, I always love sitting down with them. Matt's always very honest and open. Like, and I appreciate the time that he gives me as well, because he doesn't give it to many people. So I appreciate when he does. Perfect. I'm going to look into that because it is so easy, James. It is unreal. Glorious and sunny day here in Texas, but I can't wait for, oh yes, the unbelievable Chinese that Anthony took us to in New York. By the way, I'm not getting any kickbacks from this whatsoever, but if you are in New York and you love Chinese food, get yourself to Chinatown and go to Wuhop. It is unbelievable. The dumplings, steam and fried, different class. Absolute scenes. I need to refresh that. That's not uploading. There we go. Let's just give that a little refresh. There we go. How we doing? Alan, good to have you in. ET2 is in Göttingen in Germany. Chris Dobey takes the opener on the ball. It's a ton-topping finish for Hollywood. The little fish goes on the bullseye. So yeah, if you are in New York, and love Chinese food, I can't recommend Wuhop enough. Who do you reckon will win the tournament? I think it's hard to look past Gerwin Price. The form Gezi is in at the moment, you'd be brave to back against him, especially with Luke and Luke not being there. So reckon Van Veen. Yeah, look, Van Veen, of course, he's a fabulous player. So, yes, has a chance. No doubt whatsoever. But I just like what I see from Gezi at the moment in terms of his demeanour, his attitude, his performances. I just like everything that I see from him at the moment. So, James, just for some context, 3 darts without a point in. This is how easy and quick it is. Two 2-0 to Hollywood. It is fabulous stuff from Chris Dobey right now. And now, all 3 have a point in. Not coming out. 180 for Luke Woodhouse. You feel that if this goes, it may be getting away from Woodhouse already. He's averaging more than Dobey at the moment. So, Woodhouse will be livid with himself. That was a chance. 2 seconds, everyone. I'm just reporting bugs to the PDC boys. Been a good response here from Woodhouse. Dobey, three legs or 3-1 in legs now, first to 6. I don't think it's been an okay start. Woodhouse missed a lot of doubles early on, which Dobey punished him for. Unfortunately, that's the size they are. I haven't altered them. That's just the size they are on the stats page. 164 is not good. He's going to get a look at the 80 here for 4-1. Yeah, no drama, Scott. It is 4-1. Dobey has been relentless when he's been given the chance. Woodhouse still averaging more than him. But it is Dobey that has won all the big moments here. Been a much better leg. 182. Normally, look, Luke Woodhouse is a decent finisher, a decent scorer, sorry. But at the moment, he's outscoring Dobey, who would normally say is a bigger scorer. Yep, first to 6, mate. Woodhouse has made a mess of it. Woodhouse misses. Dobey hits 5-1. It's looking like this is Romeo done here. Oh, yeah, Dobey has punished every mistake. Every time Woodhouse has missed, Dobey has gone, haha, not today. Yeah, Dobey is ranked higher, yep. It's looking like he's closing in on victory here. Like to set this up a little bit better, though. Finds a treble. May switch downstairs. No, stayed there till he 53. So, Woodhouse is now relying on a massive fall off from Dobey. And there is no fall off to be had. Hollywood, Chris Dobey is a 6-1 winner. Over Luke Woodhouse. Job done. 98 average from Hollywood. To be fair, the scoreline doesn't reflect that Woodhouse was in the game for a lot of it. But 6-1, you look at that on paper and you go, oh, he's absolutely battered him. But for long periods, Luke Woodhouse was in that game. We've got just under 3 minutes now to the final game of the session. Remember, everyone, please drop us a like. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Turn notifications on so you know when we go live. We'll be back live at 6 p.m. for the evening session. Some big names involved. Games this evening are as follows. Josh Rock against Paul Horn. Gerben Price, the Iceman, against Joe Cullen. Cullen playing some decent stuff, but the Iceman is a different proposition. Martin Schindler, German support, will be massive for the wall as he takes on Flyers. Richard Venstra. MVG, Michael van Gerwen, Dutch Derby against Neil Zonneveld. MVG just needs to find a little bit. He's playing well, but just needs a little bit more. And then Sedlerbox takes on Mensur Sulovic. Get the stop clock out, shall we? Gian Van Veen takes on Christoph Ratajski. Tough game for Van Veen. Ratajski's playing well. Stephen Bunting takes on Nico Springer. Then the final game of the evening session, Stephen Bunting takes on Nico Springer. Then the final game of the session is the late replacement flying in from America, Cam Crabtree against Doots. There it is. That's this evening session. But we still have one more game this afternoon. It will be heavy metal Ryan Searle taking on Super Chin Daryl Gurney. So one game to go. And then 8 absolute belters for you this evening. So that's why you should tap that subscribe button. So 30 seconds to go. Beautiful sunny day here in Hampshire. Where are you joining us from? What's the weather like? Whether you are in the UK, Europe, North America, South America, Africa, Asia, or the Oceanic region, let us know. And pictures returning in 3, 2, won the European Tour, is back for the final game of session number 3. So, let's get Darryl. Can't stand Sweet Caroline. It does my head in. Does my head in. Been a good, decent day so far. Some good darts. Swiss Phil, there he is in all of his beauty for the final walk-on of the session. Bit of super chin. So what are we saying then? Score predictions, let us know. Here comes heavy metal. So, both players on stage. Here we go then. Final game. Daryl Gurney against Ryan Searle. I think for me, Searle is the favourite. But looks like Gurney has won the ball. Białecki had chances yesterday. Gurney did not play well. Do I think he will play better today? Absolutely I do. But I think Ryan Searle will play well as well. MVG plays this evening, Callum? All right, here we go. We are underway, and Gurney has made a blistering start here. Oh, wait a minute. My fault, isn't it? Slacking. There we go. Do you think he can win his game? Yeah, 100%. Look, if Michael plays well, Michael still wins. We just see a bit of frailty on the doubles at the moment. Scoring, nothing wrong. The actions look good recently. Ryan Searle has woken up here. But that's a fabulous 104 finish for Daryl Gurney to hold. Already he's played better than he did yesterday. But Ryan Searle is also in the mood to dance by the look of it. Got a big celebration from Gurney as well. He's gone full Gerwyn Price on us. We go, go on! From him. And so looking at 74 to level up, but Gurney is on a finish. Tops, and Ryan Searle makes no mistake. 2 good holds of throw in the opening couple of legs. Both in the mood here, both in the groove. Four darts. It's just overplayed Malachi, isn't it? It was alright at first, but then it's like at every sporting event going, and you're just like, oh, stop now. Ryan Searle is asking some questions here of the Daryl Gurney throw. He's down to a finish first. Nice stat, love that. He's threatening again here, Ryan Searle, to break. And he is going to get 6. He doesn't need to go the swashbuckling route here. Can just lay up. Didn't need to try and take it on. Leave 72. Gurney not on a finish. What can he leave? 96, but Ryan Searle will get a dart at tops for a 2-1 lead. He's come inside, so Gurney may breathe again. Needs a treble. Finds it. But doesn't hit, so Ryan Searle comes back 3 darts in hand for a 2-1 lead. And he's 2-1 to Ryan Searle. I loved The only problem with it last night is when you turn someone heel, you want the crowd to give him heat, and they were cheering him. But it was superb. Right now, Ryan Searle is playing better than Daryl Gurney. Leg one, Gurney was superb, quick out the blocks. But since then, he has tailed off in the last couple of legs. His average has dipped to 90. So leaves 150. Love it if he went 3 balls. He hasn't, and the setup's not great either. So Gurney's in with a chance here of getting back into this one. Just got a bit scrappy, this one. It's a good finish, though. 96 goes. It just got a bit scrappy, that leg. Do you think Ryan Searle would do well if you put in the Premier League? I think he'd do okay. I think the Premier League would sharpen him. That he says he often struggles with motivation and practice and so on. The Premier League would give him that. It seems to be a lot of 5s and 1 at the moment. Ryan Searle's improved. Yeah, look, it's all been on Ryan Searle's finishing. That when he loses and has a mare, it's normally because he misses a truckload of doubles. He doesn't often get outscored. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Ryan Searle is down to a finish on the Daryl Gurney throw. He'll be disappointed with that, Ryan Searle. He had an opportunity to really apply some pressure to the Gurney throw. He might still get it. Gurney misses the ball. 112 for 4-1 and a double break. Needs a treble, finds it. You don't often find him in the double 16 area. He doesn't hit. He is very much a tops and tens man. Ryan Searle occasionally venturing to the 12s. Daryl Gurney does hold. And you can see he was a mile off Ryan Searle on the double 16. So you don't often see him there. Again, Ryan Searle dominant here. Leaves tops. Finds tops. 2-leg cushion reapplied. Is there a strong argument to say Ryan Searle is the best top hitter in the world? Ooh. Is there a strong argument? Probably top 5. I'm not sure I'd have... I still think... the top 2 still have to be Wadey and Littler for me at the moment. Off the top of my head, they're the 2 that I instantly think of. Oh, Price as well. I still think consistently, yeah. Look, okay, he's had the UK... Before the UK Open, I still think so. I'm judging it over a... If we're just judging it on a short pool of results, then maybe not. But I was judging it on a bigger pool of events. But certainly Wade, for me, still. Tops and 10s, Wadey's den. Treble here. It's a missed chance there from Gurney. Ryan Searle has just come off the pedal at the wrong time. That's a better rescue the situation. So still, for me, the problem with the Premier League, and this is for all the players as well, and this is probably an elite mentality. The issue with the Premier League is they know that they can't win the Premier League now. Does that make sense? Like, look at the Worlds, and that's very good from Ryan Searle, taking out 87. Like, you go to the big tournaments where there's... No, the Premier League's a massive tournament. But the knockout tournaments where they know there's no second chance, the mind's different and they hit constantly. Do you know what I mean? Is the egg chasing on now? Is it? Right, so looking like he is going to get the job done here. This is on the Gurney darts. And he's asking a few questions. It's not a chance yet. It might be in a minute. It could now be a chance. 140 gets him to a finish. Averaging 98. This is good. Still 185. He's still... Unless this is a max, it's still advantage Searle to win it here for me. Still advantage Searle. As long as the setup is good, it's going to be good. It's majestic. What a setup from Ryan Searle to leave tops. This 1-4-2 has to go. It might go. It might. Oh, that would have been superb from Daryl Gurney. And after an amazing attempt from Super Chin, it is Ryan Searle who says, no, 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 not today, and completes a 6-3 victory, 99 average for heavy metal, completing the job. You guys have been absolutely incredible this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us here at Online Darts. Remember, if you haven't yet, tap that like and subscribe button. We massively appreciate it. Turn those notifications on so you know when we go live. 6 p.m. this evening is the time. Session number 4. The real big hitters come in. Price, Van Gerwen, Van Veen all play this evening. So enjoy a couple hours off. Make sure you set that reminder. We'll see you at 6. Make sure you're here.